Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. My name is Maria. I'm your Sherpa again for this read. Again, we made it to Friday. I'm so excited. It is Good Friday. We are looking down at the upcoming Easter holiday. If you celebrate Easter, I do. Absolutely, tootly. I am so happy it's Friday, y'all. It's been a long week. Oh my goodness. We are walking into the second quarter of 2024. Hopefully you all have taken a moment and identified some areas of your life that you might want to improve upon or review. I'm going to pull 5 cards. Actually, I'm going to pull 10. What to expect this weekend? Why not? Why not, right? I feel like I'm being called to pull 10. I should have left it at 5. I should have left it at 5. So I do a snapshot of kind of like oracle cards, kind of like the vibe. And then I pull, no, I'm going to use these. I pull 10 more off of my Rider-Waite deck. I pull 10 again. And this is a collective view of what to expect this weekend. This holiday weekend. Several of you might have already had Friday off. You're already dealing with spring break. Sometimes, you know, it's funny. As I immediately thought of today, I came from a chaotic home, right? Not that any of you could relate to that, but I did. I came from a chaotic home. And a lot of addictions. We'll just say that. You shook my family tree and nothing but drunks fell out, like left and right. It was raining drunks. So I was thinking about all the times my mom would spend hundreds of dollars that we didn't have on dresses we'd wear once to Easter Mass on Sunday morning. And we couldn't even get in the car to get to church without fighting. I would have chocolate for sure all over that dress. These beautiful, beautiful white lace dresses and nothing but chocolate or mud. It could have been mud too, you know, head to toe. That poor woman, every gray hair I gave that lady. I feel sorry for her. Feel bad. All right. So as we walk into Easter holiday, think about, and if you celebrate Easter, that's the only thing I can resonate to, but or comment on is Easter. Think about your family traditions and see how far we've come, or maybe we should probably employ someone. Maybe you're doing Easter egg hunts, etc., etc. All right. What to expect this weekend? Well, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Cups. That's fantastic. This is my kindergarten queen, right? So my kindergarten teacher queen. So the Queen of Cups, nurturing, loving, kind, generous, embracing. And the reason why I call her the kindergarten queen, unless, again, you went to a Catholic school like me, the kindergarten queen was loving and kind. Every single kindergartner would embrace this woman and hug her, and she'd hug back. And it was just a hug. It was like a warm chocolate chip cookie, or somebody might embody this as your first love or crush, you know, because it was somebody outside your immediate family that just accepted you wholeheartedly. That's his Queen of Cups. So that's the vibe I get. That's the overall energy for the read. Over here, we also have Trapped. So immediately, it's tied down, captured, and stuck. Yeah, this isn't good. So again, I'm getting a vibe of many of you, maybe you're having some conflicts over relationships. I know. That's how it is. So let's kind of look at this, okay? Let's kind of go through this. If you are here and this resonates, let me know. Leave a comment. I love that. It always gives me validation. If not, that's okay. There's other readers. I'm sure there will be something out there that'll be more useful to you. But I hope if this does resonate, let me know. This is the peace, and it's in reverse. So you are not feeling peace. You are in distress. You actually feel like you are being cursed. You are getting, it's a hex, a witchcraft, and negative mindset. So you might be in a negative space this weekend where you are fighting a lot. You are in your mind, you're in your head, and you're assuming, why are all these bad things happening to me? Why can't one thing go well? I have the Temperance in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. So It's discord, it's fighting, it's conflict, it's instability. You might be drinking a lot this weekend just to deal with it. And Ace of Pentacles is a brand new opportunity, but it's also you're going to move on something. It's movement. You know, it's a new beginning. It's a new opportunity. It's a new contract. It's a new obligation. It means prosperity, power. So something you're feeling, it's like a confliction again. Well, yeah, I had this reading in the midweek, I think, or maybe it was a certain zodiac sign, but this reading, excuse me, I feel like, and somebody does not want me to share this. I was fine 5 minutes ago. I feel like somebody is trying to make a move. Like I get this person who's trying to get off the chair and make a decision and take action towards something because they feel like they're cursed. They're stuck in a situation they can't get out of. They're not at peace. They're at war. And that's the opposite of peace, right? And so when I sponsor a lot of women, I talk to a lot of folks that are struggling with addiction and are in recovery, and they get stuck in their head with a resentment. And I constantly combat that. And I say, are we at peace? Are we going to fight? Or are we going to go to war today? And usually they only have the one voice. There isn't a sane one over here. They just came up with a story and are acting on it. I don't know if this is you. I don't know if you're running away from something. I think you're sick and tired of somebody else's nonsense. I don't think you're reacting to it other than out of safety for yourself, your own sanity, your own peace of mind. And I think you're done. I think that's the vibe I get, is you're ready to take action on something. You're ready to pack a bag and get the hell out of there. That's the first vibe. And I'm only in the first row. I gotta get 4 more rows. Hold on. Let's find out. Excuse me. I'm telling you, 5 minutes ago is fine. Cloudy judgment. You're back and forth. It's you're unbalanced for sure. This is an unbalanced vibe. It's almost like standing on a unstable teeter-totter. You know, it's like it's gonna fall one way or the other. You don't know which way you're gonna fall. One side is a cliff, and the other one is like a pool of piranha. That's kind of the feeling I have, is you have a cloudy judgment. Which way should I fall? I'm gonna fall. I just don't know. Or should I just run off this ledge? It might be a safer place. You're beyond the breaking point. So you're limit, final straw, and overwhelmed. And I have it in the reverse, meaning you're not sitting there thinking I should resolve this and I should work on this and I'm going to take a different perspective on it. You are, I believe you're sitting in this space where you are beyond the breaking point. It was 20 minutes ago at the last argument where somebody said something they shouldn't have, and you're done. It was over. That's the vibe I get. The next thing I think of, you, whoever I'm reading for, I like you a lot. I can't even begin to tell you. You are immediately going, I got a lot of options. I don't need to put up with this shit. I'm putting it I'm putting an end to this son of a bitch. You know, like, I'm done. That's the vibe I like. Pop. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm packing my bag and I'm going. So I have the 7 of Cups, which is not only options, but you see that they're not, I mean, it's not just romantic options. It's like you're immediately looking at all the assets you have in your own life, the benefits, qualities that you bring to a relationship. And you're like, I deserve better. That's how I deserve better. Ooh, that's where I'm not even kidding. It's like a new resolve. Somebody has grown a pair. I don't know what else to say. They have got they've shed their skin and a new thicker skin is taking form, and they're just about done. They're super, ready. They're ready to jump. Like I have anxiety. I'm like ready to pack my own bag right now. That's how I feel. Like get them. Right behind that, I got 1 day and conflict. So 1 day is somebody's dreaming about another opportunity somewhere else. They and that's what I get from the 1 day. And maybe it's romantically, maybe it's just moving. I don't know. But it's almost like somewhere, another time, someday, like it's a wish. It's a wish that was unfulfilled that they want, that they keep exploring. You might be this person. And I have conflict, clashing differences and incompatibility. So the person you're fighting with is not your wish fulfillment. You're coming to find that out right now. And you're deciding today's that 1 day. I get the sense that you are making that choice, that it's going to be today or this weekend, because this is a weekend spread. So the energy, and again, it's between, I feel like we just had the lunar moon or the lunar eclipse, and we're going to have the solar eclipse on the 8th. We have a very high level of energy right now. And it becomes almost like you had the retrograde at the beginning of April. So we have people from our past popping up. And if this was a karmic relationship to begin with that you got entangled in, it's time to resolve that, right? This is where we collectively are deciding, what are we taking into the next chapter? Are are trash with us. That, not that people are trash, just the experience was the lesson that we already learned back there. Am I connected to that? Am I entangling the lesson with the person? Or do I need to elevate and identify what do I want to take? Not that all people are lessons. And sometimes the lesson wasn't closed, which is what I kind of feel with this one day. So there might be another person you're thinking about. You might be actually missing somebody. And this is the closed or the lack of closure to the chapter. And this is the conflict with the person that you're with, or vice versa. Take it again as it resonates. Somebody's not happy with me telling this. I'm telling you. I have, again, arguing and fighting. Man, I hope you guys get a break this weekend. At least get some laundry done, watch a movie, kick it back for a minute. All right, and then I have the King of Swords in the reverse. Oh, kind of scary if this is you, if you're dealing with the King of Swords. So the King of Swords in the upright is my honest king. He comes in and he's ready to have it. He's the mafia husband, right? The mafia queen's husband. So they make a great pair when they're in their upright. When somebody's reverse, it's the mafia. The mafia shows up. So this guy, is malicious, plotting, obstinate, harsh, severe, and ruthless and manipulative. So my gut is, just off the top of my intuition, is somebody is creating arguments to get the hell out of there. So I think they assessed the situation, found that maybe it needs to end. They feel cursed, it's toxic, and maybe they are cursed. Maybe there is some kind of hanky-panky witchcraft going on over them. I don't know. But whatever either you are feeling out of your intuition or somebody, or you're dealing with somebody that this might be happening to, this will definitely make sense. So somebody is creating arguments and almost like trying to force a tower to escape the situation. Not necessarily, how do I say this? Like the argument is necessary. How about that? The argument is required. The argument should have occurred. It's almost like somebody is held quiet throughout a portion of this relationship. So if somebody were to lie and the other person caught that person lying, they never said anything, they just tucked it right back there. And then somebody said something snide or cutting on purpose to generate jealousy or discomfort. They didn't respond, they just tucked it back in there. And this today, when this fight comes, guess what? Ammunition out, knives out. That's what's happening. Is I've been holding on to this and all of this drama and conflict to have this conversation. I have been waiting for this day. Let's go. That's the vibe I get, is gloves off, and I'm letting it go. Not necessarily you're creating the argument. The argument was I think this person, whoever is in this relationship, I have one person who likes silence, who gets along with peace. They actually, they want stability. They're striving to be the highest vibing person, and that is creating discord with the other party. Their peace is creating discord for the other person, and it's creating, it's almost uncomfortable for the other person. So she or he, I get it's female energy, but whatever, is creating drama for whoever I'm reading for, who appreciates silence, who appreciates, wants to do some inner work. Maybe they're reading, I don't know, but I get the vibe that one person is emotionally kind of hyper anxious. I'm sorry, but they might be on a chemical, just saying, some kind of amphetamine-ish kind of thing. And then I got the other person over here chilling, totally in their space, doing their thing, trying to just be at peace and read. I get that they're reading. I don't know. And it's just a fight breaks out for no reason. And now it's oh, we're going to fight. Okay, let's. And I think it's the last straw. They tried to avert or minimize, and the fuckery's coming out. I don't know, even fuck around and find out we're going there. Okay, let's go. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. This is ridiculous. But that's the vibe I'm getting, is and it's constant. It's a nag, ouch. I have a heart fog and silence. I can't make this up. I swear, I didn't even know these were here. So again, it's somebody's heart is stuck. They're stuck. Somebody, I think the person that is the quiet one, sitting in silence, is evaluating what gives them peace, what makes them happy, They feel like the heart fog is like blocked. They're not, it's apathetic. It's the King of Swords, actually. They're numb. There's just no, it's not disharmony. It's just don't give a shit. I don't know what else to say. I'm not investing one more emotion in this thing. So I'm just yell, don't yell, doesn't care. Like kind of like that. And I think that might be leading into something. I do have the 9 of Wands in the reverse, describing silence and heart fog. And it's frustrated, defensive, anxious, obstinate, delay, and disaster. And then I have the Ace of Wands. Somebody's going to take action on their idea. It's a will to create. So some of you, and again, not everybody will resonate with this, but I do feel somebody's sitting in a space of creation. They have been brainstorming ideas. They're in the midst of a transformation. I would almost say, like a lot of readers say, the dark night of the soul, and that's not a bad place to be. It's an awakening state, right? To get to a higher level of consciousness and awakeness, you have to have a loss, and you have to make room for that new incoming information to have hold, to take place, and plant those seeds and learn from them and elevate. Well, in order to do that, they have to face some demons. They do, we do, all of us do. If you've elevated, you've had a look at yourself and say, what doesn't serve me anymore? What maybe was serving me 2, 3, 4 years ago, or even as a child, and I carried it through my whole life, doesn't fit in my adult life anymore. It doesn't make sense to the person I want to be. If this isn't an alignment to where I anticipate to be in 5 years of what I'm trying to manifest, what the hell am I doing? I'm entertaining it and I'm nurturing it, which is going to get me more of that. That's the feeling I'm getting from this fight or this situation. Now, I also get on this. This has been a long time coming, this yin to the yang. So the yin, I believe, was like it's like labor pains, right? So I've said this before as well. Maybe 6 weeks. I get the sense 6 weeks is like, or maybe 8, maybe even longer for several of you, it's almost like a ripple effect of negative news or bad choice or bad karma or negative outcomes. It doesn't matter. It's loss, what is perceived as loss over loss over loss over loss over loss. And it might be draining, but the person who's going through this is what a spiritual awakening looks like, is you release the things that don't serve you anymore. And it's sometimes painful because what we were holding on to was toxic, but it was nurturing and felt comfortable while you were going through it. It seemed to resolve some pain, where now it doesn't. It doesn't do a damn thing, actually. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't work anymore. And it also feels like you've made some choices, or whoever I'm reading for has had some choices and they were the wrong choices. It's true. So they're owning that and they're going to correct that. I have a couple things. And again, I don't know who I'm reading for, but whoever is started this reading feeling trapped, feeling bound, stuck, right? These are the words that we use: stuck, conflict, one day, heart fog, silence. Somebody is sitting in that dark night. They're going to awaken to the fact that they made the wrong choice. That maybe, and again, I'm not reading for everybody, and I don't know who I'm reading for. It feels very much like a personal read. I got to be honest with you. It feels like a couple of people maybe. And forgive me, but I can only read what is in front of me. I just work here. So whoever this is, if it attests to you, first of all, kudos, because you are doing an amazing job. You need to hear that. Good job. I can see it. You've grown a lot, and you've woken to a lot of bullshit that people said about you, put it on you, you believed it, you carried it around, and you've shed that. So congratulations, wonderful, keep going. Next is whoever's sitting there in a conflict looking at their relationships. They had stayed in a karmic cycle of repetitiveness, of saving people that honestly didn't need saving. They've been fine their whole life, but we perceive them because they say to us, my life sucks, I'm leaving a abusive, karmic, toxic relationship. I need somebody to carry me, and we go and we rescue him, and they don't need rescuing. We need to feel that way, so we feel like the hero. So our self-esteem, or perceived self-esteem, increases. A lot of folks don't pick that up. They just keep doing it. And then they keep ending up alone, and they don't know why. They're like, they left me for somebody else, et cetera, et cetera. So I feel like somebody I'm reading for has picked that pattern up. They've identified that they are the rescuer, they're the hero or perceived hero, and they're going through yet another karmic relationship, looking at this going, how do I end up, why do I keep picking the same people, that kind of thing. So this weekend, you are reaching out to somebody and I believe maybe I'm reading for some men, just because I get that hero vibe, that Superman. I see an S on the chest, and I feel like this, I need to get up and make a decision right off the front. If you remember, this is how we started the reading. The overall reading was peace was in reverse and curse, right? So somebody felt cursed and they needed to get the hell out of there. And then cloudy judgment and beyond the breaking point, if you remember that. So whoever, like I said, whoever I'm reading for has made the decision to go after what they want. So either somebody's coming into you or you're going to reach out to, I believe, or if you are the female listening, expect this to happen. But I believe that the energy I'm reading about going through a dark night of the soul is a male. Take it as it resonates, as we say, but I really believe I am. I have divine feminine and apology. So if you're a little lady on this reading, and I'm sorry, I'm trying, y'all. Expect an apology. Somebody wants to mend this. And again, I want to take just a hot second and talk about this. I think before we all get stuck in our ego and think we're better than somebody else, or I will never forgive that SOB, blah, blah, blah. Think about all of us fall short. Every one of us. We've all made mistakes. Every one of us have lied. Maybe not everybody stepped out, but we always weren't honest, or we held something back. I know I did. When I was married, oh my God, I would hide clothes with tags somewhere not all the women are laughing their ass off right now. I know you are. I hide it in my trunk of my car, and I would totally say, oh, those were some towels. I took them back. No, I didn't. No, it was a brand new outfit I didn't need, stuck it in the back of my closet just because it was cute. Stupid shit. But I tried to lessen my guilt, right, by pointing out what they were doing wrong much louder. It was this ping pong. Oh my gosh, this is why we're divorced today. Great guy. Ladies, he's single. He's in Denver. He'll make somebody an excellent catch. Not me. No, we're not. We're good. But I believe that whoever I'm reading for had that kind of tit for tat, emotional back and forth relationship. And this is the grind. This is like annoying fingernails on the chalkboard kind of thing. And they're going to come into their divine feminine, and they are going to have an apology. Last two cards. Promise I will get this done. It's a long read. I have the High Priestess and Justice. So this is the finale of the conversation of the problems in this relationship. One is the High Priestess is identifying the behaviors that don't match anymore and don't fit into your lifestyle anymore, and then assessing and identifying if that is your intuition. If your intuition is telling you that this person really is changed since the last time you saw him, or if this person is just trying to get out of that other relationship, you'll know immediately, because they're gonna have a change. They will, I promise you. Your spirit will recognize a change. And then Justice. So I do feel like whoever, again, I'm reading for, this was an interrupted relationship. And I've read this a couple of times, so I feel like there's a few of you that are drawing my energy. Like I'm like really laser focused in on a few where this person that you started a relationship for got interrupted, and maybe it was an in and out friendship with benefits, situationship, something like that, where it never really flourished to the point where it needed to go. It was an unfulfilled journey, I guess. But there was a contract. There was a contract between you two that was signed. You both agreed to it. And regardless if it's a marriage or a relationship, you both wanted this, and then conflict and dysfunction and possible some form of magic, witchcraft. And this can be formal, like with fire and water and a book and all the garbage and the nonsense and in all of that. It could have been some love spells for sure, or it could have just been intentions. Somebody giving you the evil eye or thinking negative things can be also considered doing witchcraft or setting bad energy, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is, regardless if whatever happened back then, there was an interruption to the relationship, and it looks like there's going to be justice. If the person, there's a lot of ifs, there's a lot of self-will and hypothetical situations, because I think we all have self-will, and I can read all day, but if somebody doesn't actually get in their car or make the phone call, this may not occur. Also, they're struggling a little bit with humility yet. They are going through an ego death, but they're struggling with identifying their humanness and just saying everybody deserves an apology. I make amends, at least 5 times a day. I have an art form falling on that sword because I'm not perfect, not yet. And the people that I hurt deserve an apology because I overstepped something somewhere and I injured somebody. So they're due for an amends. So, and I need to amend the relationship. Do I want to be at war, or do I choose peace today? So, that being said, that's a lot for a weekend. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I'm gonna pull a couple of cards. I do want to look at some angel numbers for y'all, and then I'll send you on your way to enjoy your weekend. And I will get out everybody's zodiac sign for this upcoming week of what to expect. I want to know who I'm reading for. Please let me know. Please, please, please. 444. Look at that. Manifestation. Ba, 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 ba. It is, I am protected. So that probably goes back to that this card, right? Trust your journey. Trust your journey. Trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. Amen, amen, amen. Let it be. So when I read this, I'm not even kidding. I believe that nothing happens in God's world by mistake. And if you're watching this, I hope you believe that as well. 2, the universe doesn't make mistakes. There's no such things as coincidental things anymore. Let it go. It's all a designed path. And if it comes to you, it's for you, and nothing for you shall pass you by. It will find you. So just know that you don't have to fret. You don't have to worry. You don't have to fear it not happening. And then one of my favorite cards on the planet is 000. I am a creator. So if you have a combination of 4 or 44 or zeros, and the creator is you are one with the creator, and there are no limits to what you can achieve. I love this card. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on earth. So I also get this, whoever I'm reading for, you're gonna come into, pay attention to your dreams in April. Cannot even begin to tell you how important that is. Especially right now, between the 2 full moons and the eclipses. Please write down, and you're like, Maria, I don't remember any of my dreams. Do it anyway. Just appease me. Keep your phone nearby. Maybe you need to do a talk to text or something in your notes section on your phone. But I do believe that there will be a few of you that are going to remember your ideas, because I think these are downloads divinely given to you, and you might even have a repetitive dream. Write it down, because that might be your door to your future manifestation for wealth and prosperity in the next 2 years. I think it'll take about a year to manifest and a year to kick off, and you'll be in the green for a long, long time. That's for a handful. So keep journaling and keep writing. If you would like a private reading, I'm doing them until summer. 4th Dimension Tarot at gmail.com. Lastly, please consider subscribing. I am trying to grow this channel and reach everybody on the planet. That's my hope. That's my personal goal. Share it with your friends if this didn't resonate, but you know somebody who might find this valuable, share it. Until Sunday night or Monday, love and light to each one of you, and have a fantastic and safe weekend. Take care.